as a fox covered in oil. Put your hands together for Jason Richardson.
Yes, my name's Jason, and can I also say I really admire what you guys are doing. I think it's brilliant. I'm rubbish at DIY. How you're going to build an ark? Good luck with it now. The first poem is about holidays, kind of holiday time, isn't it? And I had a bad holiday in Spain last year. Should have known the plane had an outside toilet. And the hotel was rubbish. They stole my towels. But this is called Holiday 94. 4 hours before takeoff, he was in the airport lobby, filling in Sudoku, doing his latest hobby, with his sons eating buns, Nobby and Bobby, waiting for the plane to fly them off to Spain. But Nobby had a nosebleed and Bobby's lost his money. His wife mislaid the passport and the photos all look funny. Grandad burst his colostomy bag and he's locked inside the dunny. On a plane, can't complain, off to Spain. Oh, it's not like Judith Chalmers, basking in the warm Bahamas, or good old Alan Wicker on a week in Costa Rica. Well, the hotel was a ruin and the loo had someone's pooing. The beach was overcrowded and they ran out of his booing. They were herded together in tropical weather. The water was brown and the food was like leather. They're not going back, not ever, never ever, to that drain. It's insane over in Spain. 2 weeks later in the Asda, and the photos aren't too bad. Hey, there's you, hey, there's me, he says to his lad. And Grandad going to the mental home and the heat drove him mad. That's the best holiday we ever had. I'm not playing enough to Spain. Let's go again. I mentioned Granddads in that last poem, and my Grandad, a very nice chap. And he's forgiven everybody, he told me, apart from 3 people. And this poem explains that. It's called The Unforgiven List. He said, this is the part of the world that I live in, this little house and street where I live. And these are the people I haven't forgiven. These are the people I haven't forgive. There's John. In 1951, he borrowed my torch and he left it on the porch with the batteries totally gone. From that day on, that torch never shone. So John's on my list and he's in at number 1. Number 2 is Sue. She lied to my wife about the size of her shoes. It was when she was with Lester and we were all in Chester Zoo. Sue said, come on and give him. I said, I'm not forgiving you. And finally was Alec, who was mad on Doctor Who. He built himself a Dalek and I helped him do the glue. He said I smelled the garlic and he told me what to do. So these are the ones who are unforgiven. Alec, John and Sue. And Jason, if you don't get gone, you'll be on my list too. Finally, a tribute to the greatest living Briton, who, of course, in my eyes anyway, it's not Andrew Strauss after today, maybe it should be, but it's John Lennon, in fact. And I love the man. I love the Beatles, thought the music was timeless. That's Ringo's drumming for you. Okay, and he's a best friend of mine, John Lennon. You wouldn't think so, but this poem proves it. And have a great evening after this. It's called Me and John Lennon. Me and John Lennon were very good friends, from right near the beginning to right near the end. I met him on the same day as he met Paul. I was taking the money at Walton Village Hall. Then over in Hamburg I'd occasionally stay. I remember when Stuart died, he asked could I play. I said, not really, John, I'll leave that to you. But if you need a bass player, put Paul in for Stu. Then down in London at the height of their fame, he'd phone me again and again and again. He'd say, Jason, what word rhymes with walrus? I said, I don't know, John, buy a thesaurus. he was pretty unhappy then Yoko met John. I said, go with it, mate, it's time to move on. I was down for the filming of Let It Be. You could tell it was over, a blind man could see. Then over in New York, we'd sit and bake bread. See you then, Jace, was the last thing he said. Then December 1980, well, you all know how this ends. But me and John Lennon, we were very good friends. Thank you.